MediEvil 2 is an action-adventure hack-and-slash about an evil magician trying to take over 1886 London. So once again, it's up to an undead skeleton and his group of friends to put a stop to it.
Sir Daniel Fortescue, back from the dead once again.
Sometimes less is more, and personally I preferred the simplicity of the story in the first game more than I did this one. The original just has you going through the land to try and catch up with an evil sorcerer, learning more about the world as you went from one level to the next. It works perfectly as a video game, as it keeps the action going, and reminds me of games of the past when it was just, here's the bad guy, here's them doing something bad, go get them. Whereas in MediEvil 2, there's a lot more to it than that, with more cutscenes, more surprises, and more characters.
I'll analyze this and see if I can't debrief our friend over here.
Now that would be fine, but the only problem is that none of them are particularly funny or interesting. So Daniel was the only one who made me laugh.
Done well to get this far, but the Count has walked this earth for 1,000 years, defeating hundreds stronger than you, and for 1,000 more I should...
Get on with it.
You interrupt!
You've got mission briefings before a level, a tutorial ghost talking to you about all the different mechanics, and it all just slows down the pace and stops you from doing what Dan does best, killing the undead. So the game's still a lot of fun, for the most part. There's a whole new set of fun horror locations to fight your way through, from circus freak shows to cathedrals to a house filled with sleeping vampires. And I love the decision to set the game in 1886 London, to add some Victorian England influences and a lot of dark, misty streets. Plus it now means that you can use guns, from pistols to the big guns. I didn't realise they had Gatling guns in Victorian times, but yep, apparently they did. You have to buy ammo and resources from this guy, who I'm pretty sure goes on to star in his very own game called Resident Evil 4.
Got something that might interest you.
The enemies can be annoying at times. Especially the ones that stick onto your head, making you have to mash buttons to get them off, or the policemen that just chase you all over the level. But at least it is satisfying to kill some of them, with zombies now getting their limbs and heads chopped off, as well as people getting completely flattened by a hammer. And the boxing match in the middle of the game is a fun extra, even if it does end up going completely over the top.
On-the-job training and courage. Cover up! Cover up! They're both gonna pay for you. These guys are fighting in another dimension right now.
Now boy, walking straight into Nixon's punch. Target Nixon.
You said to the kid, it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward, how much you can take, and keep moving forward.
But, and it's a big but, the platforming can be worse than ever. It's so frustrating, and that's usually because of the camera. It has this problem when you've got your back to the wall and acts like it's got a mind of its own, swirling around and throwing you off the angle of your jump. And some of these jumps are pushed to the absolute maximum distance possible. This one's the worst. You run, you jump, you fall, and then to try again you have to go all around just to get another go. You line the camera up, you get ready to jump at the last possible moment, and... why? Why is this jump so far? All it does is waste your time running around to try again, for something that shouldn't even be a challenge. It's the odd part like this that ends up leaving you frustrated at the game rather than entertained. MediEvil 2 is another fun adventure with some great levels set in interesting environments. It does have some annoying moments, and it's a shame that the new characters don't really add much personality, but I'd still recommend it. So until next time, thanks for watching.